Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Tom from UDS with another edition of UDS Interviews, our series where we chat to interesting people from around the world. And my guests this time are one of the most exciting new metal bands in the world today, combining crushing riffs and grooves with a great sense of humor. They are also the most destructive force to come out of Montreal since William Shatner, and I don't say that lightly. Here to talk all about their new EP, it is my pleasure to introduce Jan from arguably the most handsomest band in the world today, Bitter. Jan, how you doing?
Hi Tom, thank you so much for having us. I'm doing good, and that's quite the introduction. No
uh,
pressure, no pressure.
I speak no lie. I speak no lie. And obviously we'll get into the music and we'll get to the new EP in just a sec. But before we get started, I want to get to know the real you, and I already want to get to know Bitter as well as I can. So to do that, I need to ask the hard-hitting questions, and that is, Jan, if Bitter was a type of sandwich, what kind of sandwich would you say best represents Bitter?
Oh wow, okay. It would be this huge hamburger, right? With so many toppings in it that you quite don't know why you're eating it, and you don't know if you're gonna eat it all, but you're really, really appreciative of the moment.
How, I mean, you sound delicious, and I think that sums it up very, very well. And obviously, we'll play some of the new single before this, but your new EP, Slamosaurus Rex, is out in just a few short days, dropping September 1st. If people haven't listened to it yet, what can they expect from this release?
Wow. It's the perfect meeting where sound meets groove. So it's pounding all the time, and there's these really like cascades of like violent riffing versus ambient moment where it's more like you can breathe a little bit more. But there's always this constant pound. I don't know if it's only the mix that does that, but the mix so great. It was mixed by one of the guy that we admire the most, composer from Xenotheory, and that's one of our main influence. And he mixed it for us, so it sounds like boom. So you can expect like the same sounds that we have in the same in the two singles, but amplified with just this greatness of pounding. Yeah.
I mean I think sums it up very well. I've been lucky enough to hear a sneak preview of the EP, and I'm a big fan of Slam, and I think even from the first singles you released, you can see the evolution in your songwriting and the what you're creating here. I think particularly Mastication is probably my favorite of the EP. It's just so groovy, and I'm a big fan.
Thanks. It's one of our it's the best song that we all agree that is on the EP, and it's the last song that was written for it. And it
Okay.
was, yeah, and it just completed the whole story that we wanted to tell, which is a super stupid story of like just dinosaurs fighting with deceivers, dinosaurs like crocodiles and ancient reptiles, because dinosaurs are not reptiles. Right? Everybody knows that. They're birds. So
Hmm.
like they're fighting, and mastication is just it's just that moment where the Slamosaurus Rex just eats the prey, their last prey just before the end of the world.
I mean, it's a concept for an EP that speaks very much to me. I don't know if you can see, but I'm a big dinosaur fan. I have dinosaur tattoos. It's one of my favorite pastimes is dinosaur movies, dinosaur video games. I love it all. Where did the idea of doing a EP focusing on dinosaurs, where did that come from?
It's super stupid. Um, I was listening to a riff that is not even in the EP anymore, for a song that was created by Mitch, or composer. And when I was closing my eyes, the only thing that I could see was someone in an inflatable dinosaur costume just doing this, and it wasn't leaving my mind. And it's before the dinosaur craze. It's just before that, and well, the newest dinosaur crave, where
Hmm.
everyone like suits up as dinosaurs and go in metro and go outside, and so we were just before that, and I was imagining this, and I found it funny. And Mitch was like, "Yeah, we're not going to be a little bit dinosaur. If we go dinosaur, it's going to be an EP with a whole lot of dinosaurs, you
Hmm.
know." I was like, oh wow, I did not anticipate that dedication to dinosaur, but let's do this, and we just went in full speed on that idea.
I mean, like I say, I think it works really, really well. And as an extension of the music, you have some amazing artwork for the EP. And also, I think I saw there's a comic book that
Yes,
coincides with the EP as well. Tell me a little bit about that.
well, it's a very short comic book. It's a two-page comic book, right? So it's a recto verso insert, and I wanted to do something special for the record, for the LPs, the vinyl, and I didn't know what to do. And back in the days when I was a young Yan, I had some training into making cartoons, but I didn't have ability to draw. But I'm very good at manipulating images that I receive. So the cover of the EP, I took all the layers from the PSD file that the artist gave me, and just isolated all the dinosaurs, and gave them all the bright colors that are on the cover, because they're all characters, right? They're us as dinosaurs, and it's the same colors that we use in our suits in the clips. So we went all in, and this came from like this old training when I was a youngster, like how to do comics, and um, we just recycled the EP cover and made like that very short story uh, about what's actually happening in the album, which is a big fight, and everyone dying at the end because of apocalyptic event. And
I mean, that sounds pretty fucking metal to me. So I'm looking forward very much to reading it. And you speaking of sort of these other skills and interests that you have, I think I remember seeing in a recent interview that you did that you work in video games separately from the band. That's very
yes,
that's very cool. So do you find that your work in video games has it influenced your music, or do you see music as more of like a distraction from the day job?
um, I think that my muse, the way I actually like participate in my hobbies, is very heavily influenced by how I like, not what I work on, but how I work. Um, so I work in AAA gaming, so that means a lot of money are put into small moments, and it's very important, the branding, the quality of everything you put out, and the respect for the players, the people that pays for your stuff, for their time, and being grateful and taking feedback and being open and creating more than just a very specific feeling, trying to go like varied, and that's all video games theory, and that's something that is ingrained into me. I used to teach also video game design. Um, and another aspect is that I'm very technical. So the way I do things are very like organized, and there's a reason why I do like very specific things for the band that uh, that has a bigger picture to it. And I'm very lucky that all the musicians in the band like entrusted me with taking care of the band image. So the band image and the way I address the band image is directly influenced by my work in AAA games.
That's very cool. And yeah, I agree. I think every band needs that person or people that have that good overarching view of the project as a whole, because you need someone to keep it cohesive and together. And you mentioned the members of the band. Did I read correctly that your son is in the band as well?
Yes,
That's very cool. What is it like playing with in a family unit like that?
it's the best thing. It's the best thing ever. It also it affects how you see other people in the band and all the musicians in life in general, because this connection to that is very intimate and taking care of a very deep uh, um, friction points that can happen between people. It makes that it makes just evidence that these friction points exist with other people too. It's just that maybe you're not intimate enough with them so that they open themselves up about that. But that means that everybody benefit from that relationship because we're all more aware of those little things. And that has made the band a very solid unit, even when things were a little bit less relaxed.
For sure, for sure. And it's amazing because I remember it was my father that introduced me to so many bands like alternative punk and metal bands and taught me to play guitar. And although we were never in a band together, it was just such a nice thing from my childhood that persists to this day that I really value and I really appreciate that. So I can only imagine how special it must be to not just share that interest, but in a really creative project like this as well.
Yeah, yeah, it's just amazing. Also, it highlights like it's more than just a relationship with your son. Yeah, you learn to be a friend. You
Mm,
learn to be less hands-on and less like paternalistic. Yeah,
mm,
something like that.
yeah.
In
Absolutely.
French, it would be paternalist,
I mean,
less paternalist.
that sounds much better. Sounds much better. But going from the EP to some of your upcoming plans, you are playing Shelterfest very soon, I believe, which sounds
Yes.
like an amazing event. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. So this is an event that is the brainchild of Chris Chaillet from Beyond Deviation, and we wanted to book a festival for the benefit of a cause. And I had my rough time in my 20s, like being a little bit homeless, and it was rough, especially when uh, winter tries to kill you outside. Right?
Mm,
Um, and it's a phenomena that has been on the rise where we live, and like now we see like mini villages of tents outside, and like that there are people like dying right
mm,
there, like because of the temperature. Like even if it's too hot or too cold, like both are terrible, and we want to do something. So we wanted to do something, and that festival we booked it together. So I took all the bands that were available and participating the tour that I booked for the band, plus all the bands that he thinks fits well and will complete that lineup for a local festival because it's the first edition, and everybody has surrounded their paycheck. So like we'll take gas money if we're forced to, but everything profit will go to a shelter. Um, that Chris' girlfriend friends work at. So we'll do that, and it's something that it's very core to our values. So,
No, that sounds amazing, and I think it's a testament to the fact that the alternative music scene around the world is so caring and so giving. I don't think I've ever felt sort of more accepted or the I've fitted in more in these communities, and the fact that there's these great people that will give back their time and their passion and their energy for great causes like this, I think is a testament to how inclusive and how amazing alternative music is, no matter where you are in the world.
totally. Like I'm neurodivergent and I've been a weirdo all my life. And when I found my people is in music. Like I make games, but I don't hang out with game people. Like
Hmm.
I hang out with music people,
Hmm.
and that it saved my life because when I was homeless back in the days, I found a bunch of people to play music with, and they were like, "Hey, like come sleep in the jam space, man. Like don't just stay outside." I'm like, "You sure?" Like, yeah, yeah. Like just don't make a mess. I'm like, "Oh, okay."
That's
So
a good
like
deal.
music saved me like many times in many ways.
Yeah, and it just makes me think that if there was more people from these scenes in positions of power around the world in politics or whatever, I think the world would be a much better place as well. But we can only hope for something like that in future. But here at UDS, we don't just talk about music. We talk about all things pop culture. We talk movies, video games, anything that we're interested in. We tend to talk about it. So with that in mind, Jan, if you could have one of your songs featured in anything, whether it be a movie or a video game or anything like that, what would be your thing to see a bitter song in?
Oh wow. For sure, video game. 100%.
Hell yeah.
Like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And the type of game that I would like would be like a Survivor, like
Mm.
Vampire Survivor
Hmm.
type of game, during a boss fight.
Yeah, I mean,
Because yeah, we sound
yeah,
like a boss fight.
I was about to say you could put any song off of Slamosaurus Rex in a boss fight and it would just be perfect.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And what else have I got on my list? So obviously you got the EP release in just a few short days, but what does the rest of 2026 have in store for you guys?
So we already have like three new songs.
Oh
Um,
wow.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's going fast. Mitch is a beast. Um, and we don't know yet if it's going to be released as EP or singles, but we're continuing composition, that's for sure. We are booked for 2026, so we won't take more shows. However, as soon as 2027 hits, we'll be open to more shows. More aggressively during the summertime when my son has some free time from his school. He's doing like a horticulture uh, uh, training. So
Oh cool.
yeah,
Oh, that's very cool. And fingers crossed, hopefully you'll find your way over to the UK sometime so that we can hang out and can watch you guys play over here.
we have friends from our label that
Ah,
are interested in bringing us to the UK at some point.
oh, very cool.
So yeah, so that's something that is not impossible. It's just that it has to align with a time where it won't affect my son's schools.
Of course.
So yeah, it's just a short stint of time that he's doing. Like after that, he's going to be free as a bird. But right now, we just are aligning this properly. But it is planned in the cards.
Oh, very
UK
cool.
is totally planned. Yeah.
Ah, that's amazing. And in the meantime, I am is definitely going to be picking up the vinyl release of Slamosaurus Rex because for no other reason than just to have that artwork on my wall. I'm gonna be so it's worth the money just for that. But I'll definitely be spinning it because it's there's been no music release this year that I think has got me more pumped and ready for the gym than that EP. So
Oh wow!
yeah, big fan.
Oh,
But
that's great. Thank you.
no worries. Absolutely, I speak no lie. And before people can check you out at a show, where is the best place to find Bitter online?
Online, we are all over the place. Spotify is the American way, so where we concentrate most of our effort there. But if you're using like Deezer or Apple, we're there too. Just it looks less good because the platform's less yeah. We're on Bandcamp. You can get all of our stuff there, and you can also even merch.
Mhm.
Yeah, we print our merch. I don't know if you knew that, but we print our own merch.
I have been scoping out the t-shirts. I think I'm going to be doing a bulk order, getting the vinyl and the t-shirt
Nice.
together.
I'll be the one pressing them myself. And you can find us on YouTube also. We're everywhere, man.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, I'll put the links to all of those places in the description below so people can check it out. But Jan, I have one last question for you, which is our
Yes.
traditional final question. We are UDS, which stands for Upside Down Shark. And like many things we do, I have no idea where the idea came from, but that's the name that we settled on. So we are Upside Down Shark. And with that in mind, Jan, what is your favorite shark? And it can be a real shark, it could be a fictional shark from a movie or anything like that. But what would you say your favorite shark is?
My favorite shark would be the one that eats people from eaten by sharks, or brother bands from St. Catherine's.
Ah,
That would be that shark. I suppose from the graphics on their new album that's out now, that it's a big great white shark. We have a few swimming in or water near Quebec now also. A great white shark is as pounding as a T-Rex, I would say also. So yeah, great white shark.
that's a great fucking shark. And yeah, just to say, Jan, thank you so much for your time. And for everyone listening, make sure to go and check out Bitter and Slamosaurus Rex from September 1st.